In the cities, there's not a whole lot of like wild animal life. I never saw a lion or a giraffe my whole mission. I saw one baboon that was a pet. But the most common animals probably in the city are chickens, dogs, cats, goats. There were a lot of goats. And we would see a lot of insects. Generally, people tried to keep plant growth to a minimum. It was rare to see somebody that had grass as a lawn. Mostly because those are the places where you would get a lot of biting insects or spiders or snakes would hide in those areas, or rats. It's hard to keep it under control, so most people would just try and get rid of it entirely. So the streets were mostly just dirt, usually hard-packed dirt, but as you would get out of the city, you would see a lot of swampy land. You'd see a lot of trees, and there were a lot of trees in the city too, because they provided shade. A lot of just about everything. I know at one point I saw a termite mound that was about, I'd say, 5 feet tall. We did not have missionaries out there. We were looking for a new place to put an apartment, and we decided to not go that far out yet. We ended up sticking them somewhere else. But we had a little bit of everything. It would not at all be unusual if you're teaching a lesson in somebody's kind of communal lot and you have to kind of kick away a chicken. Not hard, but just kind of shoo it away because it's getting distracting, or a goat sometimes. And those are probably the most common animals we had to deal with. Obviously, there are a lot of mosquitoes, there are a lot of insects, but that's why you slept in your mosquito net, and for the most part you were okay. And you learned to, after a while, you stopped noticing the itching anyways. But it usually wasn't too bad.